Hi, welcome to Endless Nurses World. I hope all are fine. Today we are going to see about fever. Before that, we should know about some of the basic information related to our body temperature. What is meant by body temperature? Body temperature may be defined as the degree of heat maintained by the body, or it is the balance between the heat produced and the heat lost in the body. It is maintained by two mechanisms: thermogenesis, thermolysis. Thermogenesis means heat production, thermolysis means heat lost. In some of the conditions, the body will produce heat by the way of oxidation of food, specific dynamic action of food, exercise, strong emotions, hormonal effect, changes in the environmental and atmospheric conditions, diseased conditions. In some of the ways, the body heat will lost through the skin, through the lungs, through the kidneys and through the bowels. Through the skin, four ways the body heat will lost: by the way of conduction, convection, radiation and evaporation. What are the variations in the body temperature? First, we will see the normal body temperature ranges from 36.4 to 37.5 degrees Celsius, 97.5 to 99.5 degree Fahrenheit. The average human healthy adult is having 37 degrees Celsius or 98.6 degree Fahrenheit. In some of the conditions, the body temperature will vary based on the time of the day and time of the month, age, part of the body, physical exercise, menstrual cycle, pregnancy, stress, illness, fasting, environmental temperature. These are all the conditions the body temperature will vary. The normal oral temperature 98.6 degree Fahrenheit, 37 degree Celsius. In rectal temperature 99.6 degree Fahrenheit, 37.5 degree centigrade. It means 1 degree Fahrenheit will increased. And axillary temperature 97.6 degree Fahrenheit or 36.4 degree centigrade. It means the 1 degree less than the normal oral temperature. How we can calculate Celsius to Fahrenheit scales and Fahrenheit to Celsius scales. So first we see the convert Celsius to Fahrenheit scales. The formula is F is equal to C into 9 by 5 plus 32. Then convert Fahrenheit to Celsius scales. C is equal to F minus 32 into 5 by 9. Now we will see the fever. Fever is a temporary increase in your body temperature above 99 degree Fahrenheit, often due to an illness. The symptoms are sweating, chills, shivering, headache, muscle aches, loss of appetite, irritability, dehydration and general weakness. There are some types of fever happen. Based on the duration of fever, three types: acute, subacute, chronic. Acute less than 7 days, example malaria, viral. Subacute up to 2 weeks, example typhoid fever. Chronic more than 2 weeks, example tuberculosis. Then based on height of temperature, mild low grade fever 100.5 to 102.2 degree Fahrenheit. Moderate grade fever 100.2 to 104 degree Fahrenheit. High grade fever 104.1 to 106 degree Fahrenheit. Hyperpyrexia more than 106 degree Fahrenheit. Some other types of fever: continuous fever or sustained fever, where the temperature remains above normal throughout the 24-hour period and does not fluctuate more than 1 degree Celsius in 24 hours. For example, lobar pneumonia, typhoid, urinary tract infection, infective endocarditis, brucellosis and typhus. The graph looks like this. Continuously the fever will persist for 24 hours. In remittent fever, the temperature remains above normal throughout the day and fluctuates more than 2 degrees Celsius in 24 hours. Example typhoid fever and infective endocarditis. The remittent fever graph looks like this. Intermittent fever: in a 24-hour period, the temperature is only present for some hours of the day and rest of the time is normal. The spike can occur same time each day, every other day or every few days, but it is normally a repetitive pattern. Example malaria, pyremia and septicemia. 3 types: quotidian, tertian fever, quartan fever. Quotidian means occurs every 24 hours, tertian occurs every 48 hours and quartan fever occurs every 72 hours. So intermittent fever, the graph look like this. Hectic or swinging fever, when the difference between the high and low point is very great. So this hectic fever graph look like this. There is a high temperature and here is a low temperature. The relapsing fever, it is one which there are brief febrile periods followed by 1 or more days of normal temperature. The two types, tick-borne relapsing fever and louse-borne relapsing fever. In tick-borne relapsing fever, multiple episodes of fever occur and each may last up to 3 days. In a louse-borne relapsing fever, the fever commonly lasts for 3 to 6 days. Relapsing fever occurs, this is the high period and consequently this is the lower fever. Epstein fever or cyclic fever, a specific kind of fever associated with Hodgkin's lymphoma, being high for 1 week and low for the next week. So this is called Epstein or cyclic fever. The cyclic fever look like this. Rigor, a sudden feeling of cold with a shivering accompanied by a rise in temperature. This is called rigor. Example, malaria. 3 stages of rigor. First is cold stage, second one is hot stage, and third stage is stage of sweating. So, areas of measurement. We will measure the temperature in the body through these areas: oral, rectal, axillary, tympanic, and temporal artery. Methods of temperature measurement. So the temperature is measured by the thermometer. There are various types of thermometer, namely oral thermometer, tympanic thermometer, forehead thermometer, pacifier thermometer, digital thermometer, app-based thermometer, mercury thermometer. Nursing care in fevers. First we have to regulation of body temperature. In that case we have to provide a cold sponge and tepid sponging, ice bath, and we have to provide a put under fan. Then meeting the nutritional need, we have to give high caloric diet, easily digestible and chewable diet. Then providing rest and sleep, maintenance of personal hygiene. In case we have to give mouth care, back care and sponging, and safety factors. It is very essential because high fever the patient will end up with convulsions and rigor, so we have to monitor the patient safely. Then observation of the patient, we have to observe the patient's conditions and monitor the vital signs. These are all the nursing care in patients with fever. These are all about the fever. If you like this channel, you can subscribe to me and ring the bell button. You will receive my notification. Thank you.